Hey everyone, what is going on? So we have another showcase for you today, and if you're wondering why I'm wearing glasses, that's because I just got back from the eye doctor appointment, and they dilated my eyes. But anyway, we're taking a look at Kevin's team today, and this is from last season, I believe, so kind of like an older video, so that's totally fine though, not really a big deal. And we're looking at Excadrill with Dragonite and Mewtwo. So this is actually Open Master League. This is not Master League Classic, but Excadrill is just so good. It really does well against the meta, in my opinion, does well against Dialga, right? Even does so much, look how much damage it did to Giratina, you know? Even though it's not an answer to Giratina, it still charges up fast, still doing a lot of damage. It only takes 5 mud shots to get to Drill Run and Rock Slide. It's so fast, you know? But anyway, let's go ahead and just see how this plays out. I'm really excited to see how Excadrill performs in the Master League. So we do see a shield there, and switching into Dragonite, going for the farm down maybe. Will the Dragonite decide to shield? It could take a Shadow Ball. It is going to go ahead and shield and go for the farm down for sure. And I don't think Giratina will be able to get there. It does not get there, so Dragonite able to KO the Giratina Origin form. And we're going to see a Dragon Claw go into something. I didn't see what came in. But it's going to be Melmetal. Okay, so Melmetal is a great answer to Dragonite because it's resisting all of the moves. Plus, a Rock Slide is super effective, and Melmetal gets to the move really fast. We're going to see Dragon Claw. And yeah, just do as much damage as possible to this Melmetal. I guess Melmetal definitely over-farming. The good thing is, again, Excadrill does well with Drill Run. It's going to be able to KO that Melmetal. The only thing is, Excadrill also is weak to Superpower, so it does have to watch out for that. But yeah, Drill Run just going to be enough to KO for sure, especially at this range. And Melmetal's not going to be able to farm down. They do have to throw an attack, which will be enough to KO the Dragonite. But that's okay. So Dragonite goes down, and actually going to bring in Mewtwo to maybe absorb the hit and then switch out. I like that play, because now Mewtwo takes the hit. Going to be a superpower, okay. And then now Excadrill is coming in, wanting to save that Excadrill for Dialga. Makes a lot of play. Plus, as I said, absorb the hit with Mewtwo because it's not going to be enough to KO, even if they went for Rock Slide into Mewtwo. Otherwise, Superpower would have KO'd Excadrill, and you don't want that. So Excadrill going to be taking a lot of damage. Unfortunately, cannot get to another hit. But in comes Mewtwo. This is a double Legacy Mewtwo with Shadow Ball and Side Strike. But at this health, Shadow Ball should be enough to KO that Dialga. It is not enough to KO, actually. Never mind. I thought it would be enough. I guess not. But Dialga is going to be able to get to a move. This is actually unfortunate. This is going to KO the Mewtwo. And that is going to be a good game. Well played, unfortunately. Was not actually able to win that one. But that's okay. We're going to go ahead and move into the next game. But yeah, going back to Excadrill, I think it has a lot of play in the Master League Classic, whatever you say, whatever you look at it as. It has a lot of play in those leagues. This is not really a good matchup, but can you really switch out of this? I mean, if you go into Dragonite, they're going to switch out, and Dragonite's really like the best answer to Giratina Origin. So I would say just stay in and do as much damage as possible with Drill Run, because Drill Run still does a lot of damage to Giratina. We're going to see a shield. Unfortunate ominous wind bait, but it's okay. We're going to see another Drill Run. Again, going to be doing a lot of damage. It's not going to KO, not even close, as we know, but still going to do a lot. Another one should KO after the mud shots. We'll have to see if Excadrill decides to shield this one or not. They do not shield it. Going to be a Shadow Ball. Oh man, unfortunate. Calling the ominous wind bait, but in comes Dragonite. They switch into Dialga, so it would have been nice to have the Excadrill on that Dialga, but that's okay. We're going to see a Dragon Claw come in. Going to be neutral damage, some nice neutral damage towards that Dialga. Dialga is taking neutral damage, whereas it's dishing out super effective damage, so Dialga definitely has an advantage here. But Dragonite will shield and maybe go for that farm. No, going to go for the Dragon Claw to try and KO this Dialga before it gets farmed down. It is able to KO. The opponent will not shield that. In comes Togekiss, and yeah, gonna go ahead and back out. So another unfortunate game, but that's okay. We're gonna go ahead and move into the next one. Yeah, Mewtwo not gonna be able to beat Togekiss because it needs 2 Side Strikes, and one of them would not have landed because the opponent still had a shield, right? So okay. So yeah, pretty good matchup. Again, not one-sided just because Melmetal has superpower. But the Drill Run's going to be coming out fast, and Melmetal's really going to have to shield all the Drill Runs that go towards it. Well, it's not going to shield that one. I guess it didn't have to shield it, but it still does a lot of damage. So Melmetal is going to go for an attack right now. We do see a shield. Unfortunate Rock Slide bait. Nice play by the opponent. But this Drill Run is going to be enough to KO this Melmetal, unless if Melmetal decides to shield, and of course they do shield. So Melmetal is going to go for another attack. Will the Excadrill shield? This is probably a drill run. And no, it's not. It's another bait. So calling the bait. Very nice. Another attack coming in. This could be the superpower. I don't know if he shielded. We're going to see a shield. It is superpower. So going to shield up that. Are we going to see a farm down? Oh, the attempted farm down, unfortunately. Not quite able to get there. But because this Melmetal is debuffed, not going to be enough to KO. And Excadrill will be able to farm down. And we're going to see a Dragonite come in. But again, Dragonite going to be weak to Rock Slide. So it's going to be taking quite a bit of damage. We do see that second shield. We actually see another Rock Slide come in from this Excadrill. As I said, it charges up fast. Mudshot charging up 5 to Drill Run, 5 to Rock Slide. Dragonite is coming in. Oh man, the Togekiss, definitely not a good matchup. Trying to get to the Hurricane. Able to get there. That's just goes to show you these level 50 Pokemon, or 49, 48, however strong they are, I don't know exactly. Definitely a lot bulkier, and that Hurricane landing does so much damage. We're going to see an Excadrill. Excadrill goes down. Unfortunately, this Togekiss is going to get to an attack into this Mewtwo, so going to be Flamethrower, but again, Mewtwo's going to be able to take it. Wow, that's a strong Mewtwo. So in comes Dragonite, trying to get to Safe Strike, able to get there. This is going to be enough to KO that Dragonite without a doubt. No doubt about it. So Dragonite goes down, and that is going to be a good game. Very well played. So able to win that one. But yeah, these Pokemon are just so powerful. Excadrill, not the bulkiest Pokemon in the world, not bulky at all, but it does get to its moves really fast. So I think it's a really solid pick. And it enhances the meta quite nicely, like this Dialga, for example. So it's going to be resisting every move coming in from Dialga, no matter what moveset it has. And Drill Run is just going to do so much damage towards this Dialga. We'll have to see if they shield. They do actually shield that. Okay. But as I said, because Excadrill is so squishy, it's going to be able to take these attacks really well. We're going to see another Drill Run. Oh, not really well, because, wait, what I meant to say is because Excadrill is not tanky, it's not going to be able to take these moves that well. But Dragonite might want to shield these, because Outrage, yeah, would do a tremendous amount of damage, and Dragonite wants no part of it. So going to go ahead and be able to farm that down, very nice, and Dialga is coming in. We're going to see a Dragon Claw go into Dialga. It is neutral damage, so it's going to be doing a decent amount. And they're going to go for an attack. It could be Draco, it's probably Iron Head. It is Iron Head, so nice call not to shield that. Yeah, as I was mentioning, Pokemon level 50 in the Open Master, definitely more tankier, so they can take hits better, which I guess stands true about Excadrill as well, although it's just generally a squishy Pokemon, so it really can't take moves that well to begin with. But anyway, this Excadrill is going to be able to get to a Drill Run, going to be doing a decent amount to the Mewtwo, and Mewtwo is going to go ahead and shield that, so now switching into their own Mewtwo. Able to catch a move. I mean, if it is Focus Blast that KOs, it's going to be Side Strike. Oh, actually, no, it doesn't KO the Mewtwo. It would have KO'd the Excadrill. That's what I meant. So that's what I'm saying. They may have thrown the Focus Blast, but they didn't. And looks like they have Shadow Ball as well. That does so much damage to the Mewtwo. Doesn't KO it, though. And this Mewtwo able to get off a Shadow Ball as well, which is going to do so much damage. But again, we know it doesn't... Actually, it does KO at that health. Yeah, that's right, because it took some damage. So it did KO at that health. Very well played to Kevin. We're going to go ahead and jump into the final game. As I mentioned, this is from like last season, so yeah, not that it means anything. I don't think much has changed, but I still think Excadrill is fantastic. It answers Dialga. It could do well against Dragonite, Melmetal, just because it has the good move set. And now we have an Excadrill mirror match. So crazy stuff here. So looks like Kevin is going to be able to get off the Drill Run first. So this Drill Run, going to get the shield, makes sense. There's no reason to debate, this is going to be a Drill Run. They both get to the move at the same time. So no reason to go for the Rock Slide. It is shielded though. And let's see who can get to the next one. Looks like Kevin is going to be able to get to it. So I guess Kevin is going to be winning CMP. I guess it's not a tie because Kevin is winning CMP. So Kevin going to go ahead and shield this one up. And this is going to be a Drill Run. Very nice. And we're going to see if Kevin can get to one more. They might pull a switch to try and catch it. Yeah, they do catch it onto the Dragonite. That's kind of what I thought would happen. But it's like you only have like a split second to decide because you don't want them to get off their move first. So I totally understand throwing that Drill Run. Plus, Excadrill going to be able to get to a Rock Slide. So it doesn't really matter anyway. And the thing is, they're not going to be able to farm down Excadrill. They have to throw this Dragon Claw. So you could take this. Or it might KO. No, it doesn't, and then switch. Oh no, yeah, it looks like they're gonna switch right away to farm down with Dragonite. And now in comes Dialga. Okay, totally fine because this Dragonite already did its job. Gonna be able to get the Dragon Claw, just do as much damage as possible. Put this in Sight Strike range. It's not quite in Sight Strike range, but it will be. It is now. So now it's in Sight Strike range. Mewtwo doesn't have to worry about the Shadow Ball. So this is gonna KO Dragonite, but that's okay. They might try and pull a Sack Swap. We'll have to be careful, but as of right now, this Mewtwo is in a good position. Yep, going to be able to get off the Psy Strike, which will KO the Dialga. And Dialga is going to go ahead and go away. And then in comes Excadrill. Able to switch to catch that. That is a crazy Sack Swap. That is a crazy Sack Swap. That's going to KO Excadrill, and now Mewtwo can come in and Psy Strike, even though it's resisted, should be enough. I know these are level 50 Pokemon, or close to it, but it's still enough to KO, and that is going to be a great game and a great showcase of Excadrill, Dragonite, and Mewtwo. Definitely a solid team, in my opinion. Excadrill, I do think, has a pretty good amount of play. But either way, yeah, that's going to conclude this video, guys. I will see you all in the next one. Have a good day. Thanks for watching. Bye.